Boys, girls. Okay, so I'm waiting for load shedding. So I played a little bit just with the sound file and the smoker and whatever. So it was quite a mission to get it in there, but it is done. Decoder is in there, IO board's in there. So all that remains to be done after this is just to put the thing together. My biggest problem is going to be the sliding doors. I can tell you that now already. It's going to be a slight problem. Careful with the glue there. But okay, let me show you what happened. I'm actually quite impressed with the speaker. I had some Chinese speakers lying around here, but they're quite big ones. 4-ohm jobbies, and put it in there, and even with the diesel tank, look, none of this is stuck down or even, it's just pressed in there so I can hear what it does. But so far so good. Sounds actually quite cool. Alright, so let's do this. I've done it so that you actually can play around a little bit on the decoder, with the starter being a normal F button, the smoker normal F button, but the revving up and the defrost cycle is the revving up is on the throttle, and the defrost cycle is on function number 2. All right, so I've done this all my life, reefers, previous life, so I know what they more or less do. So right, number 1, if we start up, this is how it's going to go. You can see the smoke there. She'll rev up now. Okay, so now that is normally like when they're on temperature, they will run, still pull the compressor, but they'll run at that speed. And then if they defrost, which is this, you see there it's a lot less smoke because it's running off the compressor. Now it's just heating up pipes, getting the water out, defrosting it. So there's slight smoke. That's just basically the motor running without pulling anything. So normally that'll run for about 40 minutes or so, every 5 hours or whatever, or 6 hours. And then she'll kick out and go back to low idle first, but they lose about 7 degrees Celsius or so during a defrost cycle, so she will rev up. So then this way. And then that thing's pulling that compressor big time. That's why there's more smoke. And then it will run like that, 7 degrees, normally about half an hour, 45 minutes, it'll be back to temperature. Depends how cold the load is. And then it will just drop back down. And then run nicely on temperature. Now with the later reefers, I don't know if the railways did it, I don't know, I actually don't know. But on the reefers we had smart reefers, so if it's on temperature, it will just switch off. And then I think it was 3 degrees, if it drops 3 degrees, it will switch on again to save diesel. And that normally took about 50 minutes if you had good seals, 50 minutes to an hour, then she'll start up again. Also depending on how cold the load was when we load it. Alright, and then it's easy, we just switch it off. And that's the end of that. Yes. So we have a wagon with sound and smoke. Let's just once more, just for shits and giggles, do it. Also, if you want to run it differently and you rev it up, which will happen quite often, because remember, if it runs like this, and that compressor thing is making it hell of a cold in there, it will go into defrost cycle straight from high revs like this, which is more prototypically correct actually. So it will do this. Bring it down, bring it down. Just run like that. And then when you come out of it, she will go straight back to high idle, which is that. Cake Papa, then it works. Then it works. So yeah, there we have it. Now the big thing is obviously just to dress her up. I'm gonna start with that tomorrow. I'll take you out this thing, this stand thing now, and show you what the floors will look like. I've done the one side. I actually quite like the stainless steel inside. Looks very, very pretty. Now I'm still in two minds, because I can do it. Won't be a big problem. Put lights in the thing. But, you know, the problem with that is you now have to... How the hell do you get this out of here? Right, I got it. Okay, so see, this side of the floor's not done yet. That side is done. So I'll just measure it up tomorrow, the two together, so that they match up, and then off we go. Obviously the sole there, I think I should paint that too in the same aluminium color. Look, the floor was never shiny, the sides were shiny, but you can't really see it. This is why I think, hell man, maybe I should put... But you know, the carcasses are going to hang here. You're very seldom going to see the lights. But you know, I'm here. I might as well just do it. I'll decide. Tell me in the comments what you think. Lights or no lights? I don't know if these had lights in. Some of our reefers didn't have lights, but some of them did, the fancy ones. I think a nice incandescent little globe that just makes a dull little red. Man, you just put one there, one here in the middle, and one here. You know, just three of them. Or maybe one there, one here, and one deeper in, because this incandescents tend to light up a whole space. It's not the LED. LEDs just do spots. But I've got beautiful incandescents that can work here. Yes. I'm actually quite surprised with the way the pickups work. No problems. You know, let me just switch off here. You can feel that there's a little bit of drag on it, but they turn. You can see the bearings turn there. It's not that it's holding them. So we got plenty power, man. I mean, one of those babies there will just pull the crap out of it. And I'm not going to build myself 10 of these. You know, I'll do 2 or 3. I think 2 or 3 of these with sound and smoke will look absolutely terrific in a consist. But it's the cost is crazy. It's crazy. I don't think I'll sell any of these at 15.5 grand. I don't think I'll sell any of these full house. But you know, it's a nice enough wagon that if you don't go balls to the wall with all this stuff, you can still build a pretty damn good wagon. Alright boys, girls, we're getting load shedding now, so I'm going home, I'm going to eat, and then that's the end of that. Yucks, keep well, and we speak later. Goed julle, tot ziens.